Quick like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. You know what's supposed to be a healthy habit? Going to the gym, working out, staying fit, taking care of yourself. When your wife tells you she's going to the gym, you're supposed to feel supportive, maybe a little impressed by her commitment. Unless you're already at that gym, already working out, already positioned where you can see the entrance. And you watch your wife walk in, not alone, not in workout clothes, not there to exercise, but dressed up, holding hands with a man you've never seen before, heading straight past the gym floor toward the spa and private rooms. My wife told me she was going to the gym. Sent me a text at 6:47 p.m., heading to the gym. Back by 8:30. Love you. The problem? I was already at the gym. Had been there since 6:15. On the treadmill with a direct view of the front entrance. And at 7:02 p.m., I watched my wife walk through those doors. But she wasn't in yoga pants and sneakers. She was wearing a dress, heels, full makeup, holding hands with a man in a suit. They didn't even glance at the workout area. Walked straight to the reception desk, got a key card, headed toward the back hallway, toward the private spa rooms, the ones with locks and massage tables and couples treatment options. My wife wasn't at the gym to work out. She was at the gym to use the private rooms with her boyfriend. The rooms she could explain away as gym time on our shared calendar. The place she'd been going 3 nights a week for the past 4 months while telling me she was focused on fitness. My name is Gabriel. I'm 38 years old, and I work as an operations manager for a manufacturing company in Dallas, Texas. I spend my days analyzing production schedules, identifying inefficiencies, and recognizing patterns that indicate when systems aren't functioning as designed. I'm trained to spot anomalies, investigate discrepancies, and understand when data doesn't match the claimed narrative. I just never thought I'd need those skills to uncover that my wife's gym membership was actually a cover for renting private rooms with her boyfriend 3 times a week. I met Sophia 9 years ago at a friend's birthday party in Uptown Dallas. She was working as a pharmaceutical sales rep, energetic and social in ways that balanced my more reserved operations mindset. I was the systems guy. She was the relationship builder. We complemented each other well. We got married 7 years ago. Bought a house in the Lake Highlands area, a modern ranch with an open floor plan and a big backyard. Sophia continued in pharmaceutical sales, consistently hitting her quotas. I advanced to senior operations manager. Combined income around $215,000. We were successful, comfortable, building our life together in Dallas. For 6 years, everything seemed normal. We had our routines, our careers, our social circle. Sophia was always the more fitness-conscious one. She'd go through phases of working out, trying different gyms, experimenting with classes. Then about 4 months ago, in early November, Sophia announced she'd joined a new gym. I signed up at Elevation Fitness, she said one evening. That new place that just opened near your office. They have amazing facilities, gym, spa, yoga studios, everything. That's great. What made you choose that one? They had a good membership deal. And it's convenient, close to both our offices. I can go after work before coming home. Sound perfect. She started going regularly. Monday, Wednesday, Friday evenings. Like clockwork. She'd text me around 6:30 or 7 p.m., saying she was heading to the gym, would be back by 8:30 or 9 o'clock. At first, I thought it was genuinely about fitness. Sophia seemed committed, consistent, dedicated to her new routine. But after a few weeks, I started noticing things didn't quite add up. Sophia wasn't getting more fit. After 6 weeks of going to the gym 3 times per week, I'd expect to see some physical changes. Muscle tone, weight loss, increased stamina. But Sophia looked exactly the same. How's the gym going? I'd ask. Great. Really love the classes. The instructors are excellent. What classes are you taking? Oh, different ones. Yoga, spin, some strength training. I like to mix it up. Vague answers. No specific details about instructors, class formats, or progress. I also noticed Sophia never seemed tired or sweaty when she came home from the gym. She'd walk in looking perfectly composed. Hair still styled. Makeup still intact. Not the appearance of someone who'd just done an intense workout. Did you shower at the gym? I'd ask. Yeah, they have great facilities. Why drive home all sweaty? Made sense. Lots of people shower at the gym. But then I noticed she wasn't bringing home gym clothes to wash. She'd leave with a gym bag, come home with the same gym bag, but I never saw workout clothes in her laundry. "Where are your gym clothes?" I asked one evening. "Oh, I leave them in my locker at the gym. Wash them there. They have laundry service for members." Again, plausible. High-end gyms do offer laundry services. But something fell off. The pieces didn't fit together properly. Someone going to the gym 3 times a week for 3 months should show some physical changes, should have stories about classes, should seem tired occasionally. Sophia showed none of those signs. Then I noticed something else. Sophia's gym nights coincided with the evenings I worked late. Monday, Wednesday, Friday were my longest office days. I typically didn't get home until 8 o'clock or 8:30 p.m. The pattern was too convenient. She'd go to the gym on the exact nights I'd be working late. The nights she had guaranteed privacy for extended periods. 3 weeks ago, I decided to verify my suspicions. I looked up Elevation Fitness online, found their location. It was actually much closer to my office than to Sophia's. Only 3 blocks from my building. I could easily stop there on my way home from work. Check to see if Sophia was actually there. The following Monday, I left work at 6:15 p.m. Drove to Elevation Fitness. Parked in their lot. The facility was impressive. 3 stories, modern architecture, floor-to-ceiling windows showing the workout areas inside. I went in, told the front desk I was interested in membership, wanted to tour the facilities. "Of course. Let me show you around." A cheerful staff member named Melissa gave me a tour. The place was massive. Main workout floor with cardio equipment and weights. Second floor with group fitness studios. Third floor with a spa, massage rooms, and something called private wellness suites. "What are the private wellness suites?" I asked. "Those are our premium amenity. Private rooms with massage tables, aromatherapy, meditation spaces. Members can book them for personal wellness time, couple spa treatments, that kind of thing. Very popular for people who want privacy during their gym experience." "People rent these rooms? For how long?" "Usually 90-minute blocks. We have members who book them regularly. Standing appointments." "Standing appointments. Private rooms. 90 minutes. Can anyone book these rooms?" "Any premium member. There's an additional fee per booking, but it's worth it for the privacy and luxury." I thanked Melissa, told her I'd think about membership, and left. Private wellness suites. Rooms that could be booked for 90-minute blocks. Rooms with locks, massage tables, and complete privacy. The perfect cover for an affair. Tell your husband you're at the gym. Book a private room. Spend 90 minutes with someone else. Leave looking composed because you were never actually working out. I needed to confirm this. Needed to see with my own eyes. The following Wednesday, I made a plan. I told Sophia I had a late client call. Would probably be at the office until 8:30 or 9 o'clock. "No problem," she said. "I'm going to the gym anyway. See you when you get home." "Sounds good." I left work at my normal time, 5:30 p.m. But instead of going home or staying at the office, I drove to Elevation Fitness. Arrived at 6:15. Went inside. Told the front desk I wanted to try a day pass before committing to membership. "Absolutely. That'll be $25 for today. You'll have full access to all amenities." I paid. Got a temporary access card. Went to the men's locker room. Changed into workout clothes I'd brought. Then I went to the main workout floor. Got on a treadmill positioned near the front windows. Perfect view of the entrance and the reception desk. Started jogging. Watched the door. At 6:47 p.m., my phone buzzed. Text from Sophia, heading to the gym. Back by 8:30. Love you. I kept jogging. Kept watching the entrance. At 7:02 p.m., the doors opened. And there she was, Sophia, walking into Elevation Fitness. But she wasn't dressed for a workout. She was wearing a navy blue dress that I'd seen her leave for work in that morning. Heels. Hair perfectly styled. Makeup done. Carrying a small designer handbag, not a gym bag. And she wasn't alone. A man was with her. Late 30s, athletic build, wearing a well-tailored suit. They were holding hands. I watched as they walked past the gym floor, didn't even glance at the equipment, didn't acknowledge the workout areas, and went straight to the reception desk. The receptionist smiled, clearly recognized them, handed them a key card. They walked toward the back hallway, the one that led to the private wellness suites. Sophia and her boyfriend disappeared down that hallway. I stood on the treadmill, breathing hard, not from exercise, but from shock and anger. My wife had just walked into the gym I was currently standing in, dressed up, with another man, heading to a private room, while texting me 15 minutes earlier that she was heading to the gym. She was at the gym, just not to work out. I got off the treadmill, went to the reception desk, the same woman who checked in Sophia and her boyfriend. "Excuse me, I'm wondering about the private wellness suites. How do those work?" "They're available for premium members to book. 90-minute time blocks. $75 per booking." And the woman who just checked in, the one in the blue dress, she's a regular? The receptionist smiled. "I can't discuss other members, but I can tell you the private suites are very popular. Many members have standing appointments." Standing appointments? Yes, they book the same day and time every week. Regularity helps with wellness routines. I see. Thank you. I went back to the locker room, changed back into my work clothes, went to my car, sat there processing what I just witnessed. Sophia had a standing appointment, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m., to rent a private wellness suite for 90 minutes with her boyfriend, while telling me she was at the gym working out for 4 months, 3 times a week. That would be roughly 48 appointments. 48 times Sophia had rented a private room with this man while I thought she was exercising. I pulled out my phone, called a private investigator I'd researched last week, a firm that specialized in infidelity cases. I need surveillance on my wife. She's currently at Elevation Fitness on McKinney Avenue with a man. They're in one of the private spa rooms. I need photos of them together, and I need you to identify who he is. We can have someone there in 20 minutes. What's your wife's name and description? Sophia Hayes. Navy blue dress, brown hair, about 5 feet 6 inches. She's with a man in his late 30s, athletic build, dark suit. They checked in at 7:02 p.m. We'll document everything. When do they typically leave? She usually comes home around 8:30, so probably leaving the gym around 8:15. We'll be there. Expect photos and a preliminary report by tonight. I drove to a coffee shop nearby. Waited. Couldn't go home yet. I was supposedly at work until 8:30. At 8:47 p.m., the investigator called. "We have photos. Your wife and the man left together at 8:17 p.m. They kissed in the parking lot before getting into separate cars. We followed him to a house in Preston Hollow. Ran his plates. His name is Marcus Donovan, age 39, executive at a medical device company. Address and full background in the report I'm sending now." Did you get clear photos? Very clear. Entering the gym together. Exiting together. Kissing in the parking lot. All time stamped. Thank you. I need you to continue surveillance. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings. Same location. Same pattern. Document everything. We'll be there. Over the next 2 weeks, the investigator documented everything. Photos of Sophia and Marcus arriving together at Elevation Fitness. Holding hands in the parking lot. Entering the building dressed for dates, not workouts. Exiting 90 minutes later. Kissing goodbye before driving home separately. The investigator also discovered Marcus Donovan was married. Wife named Patricia, 2 young kids, lived in Preston Hollow. Had no idea her husband was renting private spa rooms with my wife 3 times a week. I compiled everything. Every photo. Every timestamp. Every detail. Then I called my divorce attorney. Her name was Jennifer Curtis, specialized in high-asset divorces with infidelity components. My wife's been having an affair for 4 months. She tells me she's at the gym 3 nights a week. She's actually renting private spa rooms with her boyfriend. I have extensive photo documentation. Jennifer reviewed the evidence. This is exceptionally strong. Photos, timestamps, clear documentation of pattern and frequency. The fact that she's using gym membership as cover for affair activities makes it even more egregious. I want to confront her at the gym while she's with him, with divorce papers already filed. That's dramatic, but legally fine. When? This Friday. She has an appointment at 7 p.m. I want to be there. I'll have papers filed by Friday afternoon. You can serve her personally if you choose. Friday arrived. I told Sophia I had a late meeting. We'll be at the office until 9. Okay, I'm going to the gym. See you around 8:30. Have a good workout. I left for work, but I went to Elevation Fitness instead. Arrived at 6:30 p.m. Went to the front desk. I need to speak to a manager. A woman named Sarah came out. How can I help you? I'm a member's husband. My wife has been using your private wellness suites for the past 4 months. Not for wellness. For an affair. She rents rooms 3 times a week with her boyfriend while telling me she's here working out. Sarah's face showed shock. That's not what those rooms are for. I know. I have a private investigator's report documenting 24 separate occasions. Photos of them entering together, exiting together. I'm here tonight because they have an appointment at 7 p.m. and I'm going to confront them. Sir, I don't know if. I'm not asking permission. I'm informing you so you're not surprised when it happens. My wife is Sophia Hayes. Her boyfriend is Marcus Donovan. They'll check in around 7. They'll go to their usual private suite, and I'll be following them. I showed Sarah the divorce papers I was carrying. These were filed this afternoon. I'm serving my wife tonight. Here, at the place she's been using to conduct her affair. At 7:04 p.m., Sophia and Marcus walked through the entrance. Sophia was wearing a red dress. Hair perfect, makeup flawless. Marcus in an expensive suit. They held hands as they walked to the reception desk. Got their key card, headed toward the private suite hallway. I followed. They went to Suite 7, opened the door with their key card. Went inside. I waited 30 seconds. Then I knocked. The door opened. Marcus stood there confused. Can I help? Then he saw me and his face went white. I'm Gabriel Hayes, Sophia's husband. I pushed past him into the room. Sophia was sitting on the massage table, taking off her heels. She looked up and froze. Gabriel? What are you? You're supposed to be at work. And you're supposed to be at the gym working out. But you're not. You're in a private spa room with Marcus Donovan. Like you have been 3 times a week for 4 months. Marcus backed toward the wall. Look, man, I didn't know she was married. Yes, you did. You've been seeing her for 4 months. 3 times a week. You knew exactly what you were doing. I pulled out the divorce papers. Handed them to Sophia. I'm serving you with divorce papers. Filed this afternoon. Our marriage is over. Sophia stared at the papers. When did you? 2 weeks ago. I came here Wednesday night. So you walk in with Marcus. Dressed up. Heading to this room. Hired a private investigator who's documented everything. I pulled out a folder. Showed her photos. Here's you and Marcus arriving Monday. Here's Wednesday. Here's Friday 2 weeks ago. The investigator has documented 24 separate occasions over the past 2 months. Marcus grabbed his jacket. I'm leaving. Stay right there. You're not going anywhere until we settle something. I pulled out my phone. Your wife Patricia deserves to know what you've been doing 3 nights a week. I have her phone number. Wanted to call her right now? Or do you want to go home and tell her yourself? His face went gray. You can't, my family. Your family that you've been betraying for 4 months while renting rooms with my wife. That family. Sophia stood up. Gabriel, please. We can talk about this. There's nothing to talk about. You've been lying to me for 4 months. Telling me you were working out. You were actually renting private rooms with Marcus. Using our joint bank account to pay for your gym membership. The membership you used to facilitate your affair. I showed her the bank statements I'd pulled. Here's your membership fee. $150 per month. Here's the additional charges for private suite bookings. $75 per visit. 3 times a week for 4 months. That's $3,600 you spent on affair rooms. Using our money. Marcus tried to leave again. I blocked the door. I'm calling Patricia right now. She answers, or I tell her everything via voicemail. I dialed. Patricia Donovan answered on the 3rd ring. Hello. Mrs. Donovan, my name is Gabriel Hayes. I'm calling about your husband, Marcus. Is he okay? He's fine physically, but I'm at Elevation Fitness right now, standing in a private spa room with Marcus and my wife, Sophia. They've been renting this room 3 times a week for 4 months to conduct an affair. Silence on the line. I'm serving my wife with divorce papers tonight. I thought you deserved to know what Marcus has been doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings when he tells you he's working late. Let me speak to Marcus. I handed the phone to Marcus. He took it with shaking hands. Patricia. I couldn't hear her side, but Marcus's face told me everything. She was screaming. He kept saying, "I'm sorry," and "I can explain," but nothing helped. He handed the phone back. She hung up. Good. Now she knows. Just like I know. Just like everyone's going to know. I turned to Sophia. You have 24 hours to move out of our house. Take your clothes, your personal items. Leave your key. Everything else will divide through attorneys. Where am I supposed to go? I don't care. Go to Marcus's. Oh wait, his wife just found out, so that's not going to work. Get a hotel. Get an apartment. Not my problem. I walked out of the private suite, through the gym, past the shocked reception staff, into the parking lot, drove home, sat in our house, my house now, processing everything. For 4 months, Sophia had been renting private rooms at a gym to have an affair with Marcus Donovan. 3 times a week, telling me she was working out, using our money to pay for the rooms, coming home and lying about classes and instructors in progress. And I'd only discovered it because I happened to check the gym, happened to be there when she walked in with Marcus. The divorce moved quickly. Sophia tried to argue I'd spied on her. Jennifer shut that down. Mr. Hayes was a day pass customer at a public gym. He observed his wife entering that public gym with another man. There was no spying, just observation in a public space. We presented the evidence. Private investigator photos showing 24 documented instances of Sophia and Marcus arriving together, entering the private suite area, exiting together. Bank records showing $150 monthly membership plus $75 per private room rental, 3 times per week. Marcus Donovan's wife Patricia filed for divorce the same week. She contacted Jennifer, wanted to coordinate our cases. Marcus has been lying about working late, Patricia told me. 3 nights a week for 4 months. Now I know why. We settled after 7 weeks. I kept the house. Sophia got 20% of joint accounts. She had to reimburse me for the gym membership and private room fees. $4, $800 total. No spousal support. 7 years of marriage ended because I went to the gym and watched my wife walk in with someone else. I heard Marcus's divorce was even more contentious. Patricia got primary custody of their kids, the house, and significant support. Sophia and Marcus tried to continue their relationship after both divorces. Lasted 6 weeks. The relationship that had been exciting in secret spa rooms lost all appeal when it became real life with consequences. About a year later, I met someone at a work conference. Her name was Elena, supply chain manager. Straightforward. Actually went to the gym to work out. On our 4th date, she asked about my divorce. My wife told me she was at the gym. I happened to already be at that gym. Watched her walk in with another man. They weren't there to work out. Elena's eyes widened. "You're already there?" On a treadmill with a direct view of the entrance. Saw her walk in at 7 p.m. in a dress and heels, holding hand with a guy in a suit. They went straight to the private spa rooms. "What did you do?" "Hired a private investigator. Documented 2 more weeks of the pattern. They had standing appointments 3 times a week. Then I confronted them. At the gym. In the private room. Served her divorce papers right there. She was using the gym to cover an affair. For 4 months. Told me she was working out. She was actually renting private rooms with her boyfriend. Using our joint account to pay for it. $75 per room. 3 times a week. We've been together 9 months. Elena actually brings home sweaty gym clothes. Actually talks about her workouts. Actually looks tired after exercising. Real gym visits. Not affair cover stories. My wife said she was at the gym. I was already there. Watching the entrance. From my treadmill. At 7:02 p.m. She walked through those doors. In a dress. Heels. Perfect makeup. Holding hands with Marcus. Not dressed for a workout. Not there to exercise. Walking straight past the gym floor. To the private rooms. The wellness suites. With locks and privacy. Where they'd been meeting. 3 times a week. For 4 months. While she texted me. At the gym. Back by 8:30. She was at the gym. Just not working out. And I was there. Watching. Already knowing. Already planning. Already documenting. The affair she thought was hidden. Behind gym membership. And wellness suites. And workout excuses. that I watched collapse because I was already there when she walked in with someone else.